Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing my September favorites and it's a little bit of a random assortment, so let's just jump right into it. First of all, I want to talk about music. You guys know I've been having a fantastic couple of months when it comes to listening to stuff that I really have been enjoying, and I want to start that off with Fall Out Boy. I feel like I've talked about Fall Out Boy in pretty much every single favorites video I've done this year, but whatever, that's the truth. They are a favorite, and at the beginning of September they came out with a new single called Centuries, and if you haven't listened to it or seen the music video yet, I will link it all in this vicinity because it's really just that good. If you listened to Save Rock and Roll and you liked that style of music, it's very much in that same vein. My next music favorite is We Are the In Crowd, and this is a female-fronted pop-punk band, so if you haven't figured out what kind of music I like by now, well, I don't know, that might have been a little bit of a hint to pop-punk bands in a row. I can safely say that I really enjoy all of We're the In Crowd's music, but I think my two favorite songs from September have been both from the album Weird Kids, and they are The Best Thing, which is just insanely catchy and it's a great pump-up wake-up song, and the second one is Manners, which I think they just released as their second single from the album. The last band I want to talk about is called either Bronco or Broncho. I'm not entirely sure, I've heard it both ways, but basically they are a band that I can only really describe as a cross between the Ramones and more skate rock, if that makes any sense at all. It's definitely punk rock, but it's definitely a more chilled out, low-key version. Definitely closer to the Ramones than anything else I could compare it to. I found Bronco through a service called Noise Trade, which is another favorite for this month. Noise Trade is a website where you can sign up for different email newsletters. So I get newsletters for new indie artists, and they send out samplers and free downloads and things like that. They also have a few book-related newsletters, so if you guys are interested in finding out kind of obscure, self-published indie authors, this is a really good source for that. I actually have a movie favorite from September, and that was The 100-Foot Journey, and this was the movie with Helen Mirren about an Indian family who ends up living in France after some tragic circumstances, and how they open an Indian restaurant right across the street from this very proper, posh, I guess is the only way to describe it, restaurant of classical French cuisine. If you're like me and you like television shows or movies about food and cooking, then you'll probably really enjoy this movie. Half of it is practically food porn, and Indian food, which is something I don't crave often. I was definitely craving Indian food by the end of this movie. This movie is actually based on a book which I have not read, but I am now interested in reading, and I thought that it did a really good job of presenting very fleshed out characters, so they weren't flat, they were very multi-dimensional. A kind of random favorite from September are these Bic Market permanent markers. This is a 36 pack that I got for my birthday from my parents, and I really like these. Outside of reading and doing things online, drawing is definitely my favorite hobby, and I do it a lot, so I'm always looking for new markers because they are my medium of choice, and these ones did not disappoint. I actually think I enjoy drawing with these more than I do colored Sharpies because these are also permanent markers, but they don't have the same bleeding point, and by that I mean if you hold down in one spot on a piece of paper, these ones don't leave as big of a, you know, like a big bleed spot or a leaking spot. I haven't used these on fabric or cardboard or anything yet, I've just been using them on paper, but I'm really excited to keep using these and keep experimenting. I only have one beauty related favorite from September, and that is the French Lavender and Honey body cream from Bath & Body Works, and this is the scent that I've been wearing in both the body spray and in the cream for a couple of months now, and oh, I just really like it. I also prefer the body cream to the lotions because I find that the Bath & Body lotions are fairly expensive for what you're getting. They're very thin and very watery, and I don't feel like they actually do a whole lot moisturizing wise. So if you're gonna go to Bath & Body Works and spend the money on these, get a body cream. It's not worth it to get the lotion. I actually almost forgot about my YouTube favorites for the month, and they are both booktubers. First of all, Nancy from Nancy's Reads was doing a Vlogtember in which she put up a video every single day in September, and I'm really sad that it's over because she put up some really fantastic videos. Some of them were book related, a lot of them were discussion videos, and she actually put up discussion videos that genuinely made me really interested in commenting, getting in on the discussion, thinking really hard about what she was talking about, and that girl has some deep thoughts. Lastly, I want to mention Ashley from Climb the Stacks, and I honestly don't know why I was not watching her channel prior to this past month. She discusses and reviews mainly literary fiction and classics, and honestly, something about the way she describes these books is not only so thorough but so interesting that I literally want to read everything she has ever talked about ever. I think what I really like about her channel is that it's obvious just how much she actually really loves reading. She really cares and is really thoughtful about her reviews and which books she reads. Those were all of my favorites from the month of September, and I have to say one non-favorite was the weather in Southern California. It has been ridiculously hot. It was like 100 degrees earlier here, so I'm really looking forward to it getting to feel a little bit more like fall. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know something that you guys liked in September, and I will see you next time. Bye! And I got this for French, I cannot remember the name. Nancy's Read. Nancy Reads? Nancy's Reads. Something, is it Nancy's Reads? And lastly, I want to mention, oh my god.